Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Universal Spiritualism. Unfortunately, we've been having a few problems between StreamYard and Facebook. So if you are joining us on Facebook tonight, you will need to put your name in the comments, because otherwise all that comes up my end, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, is Facebook user. So I have no idea, unfortunately, who is saying hello, happy Sunday. And I don't know who is saying good evening all. And I don't know who's saying good evening, everybody, either. So please just pop your names in the comments, as Beth has done. Hi, Beth. And as Patrick has done. Hi, Patrick. But unfortunately, Facebook user with your happy love faith, I don't know who gave me that. So thank you. But thank you, Angel, and Pawinda. Now, if you're on YouTube, you're working fine. So if you do want your name to come up without all of the bother of putting your name in, pop over to YouTube. We're on @Find Me a Medium on YouTube. Okay, and subscribe, and you will be able to comment. Okay, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe on YouTube to the channel. So pop across there if you want to. Okay, and I will also need, when if we link with you, when I bring Nico on and his guides and inspirers are drawn to work with you, then you will need to put your name still in the comments. And so I will be able to see that it's you that's commenting. Okay. So after all of that blurb, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Nico. And Nico is working in trance. He's already gone into trance, and it's his guides and inspirers, who collectively are called Noah, who are speaking through him. So good evening.
Greetings to you, my dear one. Preoccupied with your devices? Testament to your courage, my dear. Persistency is indeed a beautiful quality of your essence, my dear. Greetings to all who have joined us this evening. Our gratitude and our respect to each of you. We would like to take this opportunity to focus our topic on patience and acceptance. As the dear one mentioned earlier, a difficult trait to learn, to master in your realm. But I assure you, your essence is of patience and acceptance, and is unfamiliar with anything else, my dear ones, which is why you are in physical form, to learn, to understand, to master the duality of both. One needs only to reflect on this specific journey, where you have demonstrated patience with the young ones, with your animals, understanding they were young, innocent, learning. And yet through the same relationship, are you certain you offered acceptance? Or did you become irritated? Or they would not properly listen or rebellious, if you will, or merely curious to see how far they can accomplish before irritating you. Patience and acceptance derive from within, my dear ones. It is not a conscious thought. It is not your minds creating this illusion to be patient and accepting another. It is within you. It is your essence. And let us now focus on how difficult it proves to be for each of you to be patient and accept yourselves. Embarrassed that perhaps you made a mistake, as your perception of mistake in your realm is. Placing limitations on yourselves, believing others' judgment of yourself, whereby creating even more limitations and not fully accepting yourselves. And for those who are listening, who indeed have continuously worked to better their acceptance of self, who continuously connect to our realm for guidance and support and knowledge, who are patient within their own journey, with no expectations, truly believing and feeling within their heart that the present moment is as it should be for their journey. I ask you, do you possess patience and acceptance for those who are on similar journeys seeking self while connecting to our realm? And perhaps portray a bit more of a delayed growth in your human eyes. Patience and acceptance, my dear ones. It is not to be learned. It is to be felt and trusted, for it is you. This is your essence. And through this evening's conversations, focus on the questions which shall be asked. Focus on the underlining of those questions, as they too shall pertain to patience and acceptance. I thank you, my dear one, for our introduction.
Thank you. Now's the time for people to put their comments, their questions, requests for any links with loved ones in spirit. If you've got any questions about the spirit world, now would be the time to post it. And as Sam Dove has put, if you are on Facebook, unfortunately you are coming up as Facebook user, so we can't see your name unless you put it in the comments. But as you can see with Elif and Pawinda, if you're on YouTube, we can see your name. Okay. So, T-Lin, you've said began automatic writing and using pendulum this week, and amazed how quickly they worked. Feel bond strength with Guide Luther. Does he have a message for me? And is my mother playing a role in my skills advancement?
My dear, I ask you, Automatic writing. Are you conscious, my dear, of your hand moving? Are you conscious of moving the pen on the paper? Do you look, my dear, at the words being written? Or do you attempt to close your eyes and truly trust, my dear? Not fearing that if you did not look, the words would be written off the paper or ineligible that you could not read. It is one thing, my dear, to take pride in your development. It is another to trust and believe that this is your essence, my dear. And there is nothing to achieve, for it is already present within you. Focus the next time, my dear, you attempt to sit with pen and paper in hand. Keep the eyes closed, my dear. Do not rush. Be patient. And accept, my dear, that the essence who is joined with you at that precise moment shall also use the combined energy to move your hand at will and allow them to write the words, my dear, and really trust it. The essence of your mother is also echoing the word trust, my dear. But there has been a slight pattern within this physical journey of yours where trust was not always often offered freely, my dear. There is more to come, my dear, more for you to accomplish. As you trust the swing of the pendulum, my dear, and you do not question the answer, also trust that the words written should not be of your movement of your hand, my dear. That is true trust. That is who you are. Allow that version of you, my dear, to shine through. For that is your journey. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. We have T. Smith saying, have I completed the items in my soul plan? And if not, what do I still have to do? Does anyone have some words for me, please? Thank you.
My dear, you already possess the answer to your question, my dear. Reflect on your journey. Reflect on your commitment, your dedication to your essence, to your service to our realm. How is anyone's journey complete, my dear, when they are not truly passionate, dedicated in serving our realm? Yes, there is a love and a respect to our realm, an understanding your own essence. your connection to our realm, to another essence. But how, my dear, are you providing this service into your realm? Are you always speaking your truth, defending your essence, your beliefs, your passion? Or are you adjusting your words, your reactions to be accepted by others? Again, the patience is reflecting this need to understand a timeline, if you will. To question, rather than not have expectations. Be present in the moment and honor the journey you are on once more. And the acceptance, my dear. Have you truly accepted your purpose within this physical life? If you accepted that you are the connector of both realms, have you accepted, my dear, your truth? But you do not veer from speaking your truth at all times. Therein, my dear, lies your answer. You already possess the answer, my dear. Trust yourself. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. I'll say a few hellos, but in the meantime, if people would like to comment with any questions they have about spirit world or any links that they would like with loved ones in the spirit world, then please do so. But we've got a few new people on. We've got Hayley Papaloa, Mark Bucknell, T-Lynn has had a message, Jennifer, Debbie Romano, hi Debbie, Erika Neva, John Lebo, and T. Smith, who that message was for, has said, very enlightening, thank you. And Patrick Monaghan says hi to Noah too. So let's see who we've got. Karen B on Facebook says, would love any guidance my spirit team would like to share with me.
Yes, my dear. You are continuously learning, understanding who those essences are with you, my dear. Eager to learn all of their identities. And I ask you, my dear, are you as eager to recognize their essence, their energy, to feel, to truly blend, to trust that your essence and theirs is always as one, my dear? Yes. The continuation of your journey, the progression of what you perceive as a deeper connection. The shifting of your awareness, my dear. You are still approaching this beautiful connection through your thoughts, your teachings, and your beliefs. Shift your awareness, my dear, for this connection with your guides, these beautiful essences who are indeed joining you on this journey, are also connected to your essence, my dear. This connection is already occurring. Rather than use your thoughts, rely on your intellect to decipher who, the identity, and the purpose of each of these essences. Why not use your intellect, my dear, to clearly understand that you are in essence as they, and this connection is already occurring. Allow your restraints to fall to the wayside, my dear. In order to truly enjoy this beautiful bond and respectful relationship you have with each of them. Trust it, my dear. Again, be patient and accept what has been offered. There is much more to gain. No expectations, my dear. No resistance. And much more shall be received. Trust in that, my dear one. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. We've got a Facebook user. I'm not sure who they are because they haven't put their name in, but they've said, life is good. I seemingly live in fear and procrastinating, lacking motivation to start my own business. Why can't I move forward in my life journey?
You lack the trust in yourself, my dear. Understand, my dear one, your fear, low self-esteem, lack of trust, you are experiencing for a reason, my dear. The lessons are right before your eyes. They are being duplicated, my dear, of the lessons of the past, where you have not truly learned the lesson. You allowed people's actions to alter your belief in self. You allowed their pain inflicted upon you to cause you to procrastinate. Fear of your own abilities. Procrastination, limitations, fear. All the result, my dear, of your past experiences and pains. In order for one to continue forward effectively, one must make peace with the past, my dear. In order for you to succeed with the past, the present, and your future, to overcome all the obstacles faced and placed before you, to overcome your fear, to allow your self-esteem to rise to the level it should be at, my dear. You must believe in your essence. This is the missing piece, if you will, my dear. You rely too heavily on your perception of your human representation in your realm, rather than your essence in our realm. Understand, my dear, your essence is quite brave, courageous, and powerful. If you are merely to shift your awareness to accept that your essence is much more powerful than you believe, you shall regain the confidence, the strength, and the knowledge which you had previously gained in the past. And therefore, my dear, you would not procrastinate. You would not fear. You would be confident that wherever the future road lies for you is as it should be. And here too you shall regain the patience and the trust which is lacking. So believe, my dear, that yes, not only are there lessons that one must experience in order to further develop as an essence in our realm. Remember the power of your own. You are much more courageous than you give yourself credit, my dear. Trust in that. Believe in yourself, my dear. For no one in your realm will believe in you more. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. If I could ask a couple of people on Facebook to click the link that I put on Facebook, just to see whether that fix works, because I did a test and I could see my name coming through, but I'm not sure about anybody else. Well, nor as the Facebook users' names are coming through. We have Pavinda, who's saying, feeling like I need a break from all spiritual groups at the moment. Why is this? I do trust Spirit. Thank you, Spirit.
Trusting Spirit is one thing, my dear one. Surrendering to Spirit is quite another. Through your devices, through your gatherings, you are approached by many different beliefs, different egos, different commitments to our realm. Your vibrational frequency has been altered, my dear. And thus, those gatherings where you have felt a sense of peace, acceptance, have been altered. Where you have a perception that you do not belong with them anymore at this time. Trust, my dear one. You can receive as much satisfaction, knowledge, conversation, acceptance by just merely sitting with those essences who are with you, rather than the gatherings of those in your realm. Appreciate change and accept change. For within that change, there is an indication that you are indeed developing further. Your awareness has been shifted more. Rely on the essences who are with you, for they are always your greatest mentors. Perhaps it was for you to notice people's egos, their perception of both realms, and their stubbornness, if you will, learning and adapting your own stubborn ways, your own doubts, and stepping aside from your own ego in order to connect even further, more intimately, and much more loving with not only the beautiful essences who have joined you, but to our realm and to your own loving essence. You have merely been redirected, my dear one. Redirected by your own essence in our realm. Listen to your intuition. Look within. For what you find within, my dear one, will prove to be the best gathering you can join. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. We've still got the same problem with Facebook where comments are coming through and I'm not seeing people's names. The only one that's come through.
You may read the comments, my dear.
Okay.
We feel their essence. We do not require their identity in your realm.
Okay, that's lovely. Thank you. I know there was somebody earlier, Pavinda says, thank you, Nico, thank you, Spirit, that asked about their mother coming through. I can't find that comment at the moment, but I am aware myself that Mum's around. So I thought if you could comment again, I could pin your comment.
My dear one, we understand the question.
Okay.
My dear one, take pride in your accomplishments of understanding the essence of your mother drawing near. Accept this as your much needed healing in your realm. The feeling of isolation, uncertainty, despair. Because you have lost the physical presence of your mother. Where you became accustomed to relying on her words of wisdom, if you will. The comforting embrace. The never-ending confidence in you and your abilities. The mere fact that you feel her essence should be enough, my dear. To question it, to wonder of her whereabouts, is not accepting. Your mother had told you she would always be with you. Why should those words change now? Her essence is indeed always with you, my dear. Your essence and hers is a formidable bond, my dear, of love, respect, and honor. Always connected through love. Trust that as you feel her essence near, the familiarity of what that energy of the essence is to you shall indeed assist you with shifting your awareness to your own essence in our realm. So you see, my dear one, your mother is still being your mother, still guiding you in a gentle and loving way. Focus on that. For as you feel the essence of your mother in your heart, listen to your heart. For her essence is assisting you to reach the next level, the next portion of this journey. And be patient and trust. And follow their lead, my dear. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Mark Bucknell asks, "Hi Noah, any guidance for me at this time would be appreciated. Thank you."
Welcome, my dear one. Always an honor to connect with your essence. We have already enjoyed a conversation with you. And that conversation was also focused on acceptance. Today's conversation, my dear one, focuses on patience. You are sensing a bit of uncertainty. Or your instincts, your heart is drawing you toward another occupation, if you will, another calling, another service. And yet your intellect, your logic, your reasoning, your need for financial stability is journeying you a different way. Both providing happiness and discomfort. And yet I ask you, always the same question to you, my dear. Which is speaking to you louder? That of which is in the heart, or that of which is in your mind? You have begun your journey connecting to self with our realm. And ask yourself, has it reached the potential, if you will, that it possesses? Or have you placed it to the side gently for now, with plans to return at a later date? Which do you perceive is more important to the development of your essence? career, friends, social life, or commitment, passion, effort to your essence. Do not worry, my dear one, of finances. You are underestimating your charisma in your realm, and how many do indeed take pride in merely knowing you. That is on the physical level. Imagine now, my dear one, the same charm and personality and humor you possess. Once they come to learn of your essence, what they see of you is magnified, and therefore many will come to you. And this is where you will regain the financial capital you're desperately working so hard to maintain, as you are focused away from our realm and your essence. I trust this is clear to you, my dear. Trust in your plan, in your journey, through the eyes of your essence, not of the mind of your physical form. For what you deem as necessities are merely part of the illusion your realm creates for you, my dear. They are not necessities of your essence. The journey, the development of your essence should only be the main necessity you seek to nourish. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. We have a Facebook user asking, could I have a reading, please?
Very general question, my dear. But as we connect to your essence, we are sensing your fear. The fear of yourself, my dear. Yes. Fear of forgiving yourself. Fear of accepting yourself. And the fear of truly loving yourself. And if you ask yourself why, all one must do is reflect on your journey. Reflect on the harsh words spoken in retaliation. When one inflicted pain upon you, that alone is preventing you from truly loving yourself and truly forgiving yourself. And there are many more examples we are able to point out, my dear. But nor is the time or the place for that. For you are well aware of each and every instance or your actions created a sense of guilt or shame, understand this, my dear one. Every experience, every action, every pain inflicted or felt is why you are in that physical form. Do not hold any regrets, my dear, within. Do not view yourself poorly, for then you are not honoring your essence. Do not have fear, my dear. Fear is a creation of your realm. You possess a beautiful heart, and yet at times are afraid to show the love, to receive the love. Be true to yourself, my dear. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Be your essence. Offer your love. Trust yourself, my dear. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. We have Sharon saying, hi, any messages from past loved ones, please, for me? Thank you.
Yes, my dear. Do you not hear them speaking to you? Do you not sense them near? Do you not recall vivid memories within your sleep state? Do you not notice the signs, the subtleties around you always? At times you do, and then at times you become so preoccupied with your realm that you miss all the beautiful, loving signs. That message, my dear, is echoing through the chambers of your essence. Pay attention, my dear. It is not as important to overuse your devices, to engage in the drama of others, to lose sight of your purpose, to lose belief in yourself. Remember why you are in your realm. Focus on the subtleties around you, my dear. And listen carefully, for even as if you have heard your name called in the distance, do not ignore it the next time, my dear. There are signs. They are with you. They are guiding you to pay attention. But you too are meant to be of service to our realm. And it is time to reassess your priorities, my dear. What is serving your growth and what is not? And most importantly, which aspects have you not included yet along your journey? Namely, this connection. Listen carefully, my dear, and you shall hear. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Unfortunately, the link that we tried didn't work, so we're still just getting Facebook users coming up. We've got a Facebook user saying, "Message please on my job career."
When there are questions pertaining to career choices, that should be an indication to you, my dear, that you are not following your heart, nor your passion, nor your desire. You are following the path of money, success, status. Now, one is of greed and the ego, and the other is of light and love. Prior to asking your question, ask yourself, which are you? Shall you remain the human counterpart, if you will, of your essence, focusing on a path, a career choice, which will eventually provide you the bigger house, the status, your ego is pleased? Or will you follow the other road, my dear? Well, the happiness is immense. You feel a sense of accomplishment. You feel as if you were born to have this job. Where there are no expectations, but the sheer pleasure and joy. And you listen into your heart will prove to be all you need. And then ask yourself, my dear one, of the two roads, which will sustain throughout the duration of your journey, and which will prove to be more impactful as they remember and speak of you when your journey comes to a completion. And there is your answer, my dear. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for joining us here this evening. Unfortunately, our time's just about up. But as usual, we invite Noah, who are the collective of Nico's Guides and Inspirers, to give us a final message before they leave us and Nico returns. So over to you.
Much gratitude, my dear one. As we began, my dear ones, we shall conclude. As you noticed, each question had an underlining purpose of patience and acceptance. Above all, through all the words spoken, if you were only to take with you from tonight's conversation the importance of being patient, acceptance of yourselves. And it is then that you will honor your essence. That will be the road you begin to travel on to further become the version of your essence as you are meant to be through your physical forms. I respect and honor with each of you, for we are aware of the courage each of you possess to commence a physical life and to continue balancing, learning, struggling, and yet to retrieve the insight to once more connect with your essence and our realm. True courage, my dear ones, a testament to each of your essences, brave, courageous, and loving. Much gratitude to all of you. I thank you once more, my dear one.
Beautiful words, thank you. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here. Just while Nico's coming out of his trance, I'll just fill you in about what's happening at Christmas. If on Christmas Day you would like some company anytime during the day, then we're going to have a Zoom room open from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. There will be the occasional Facebook Lives on our online live psychic readings page, but it will be mostly on Zoom on Christmas Day. Through December, from the 1st of December right up to the 24th of December, we have our online Advent calendar, Spiritualist Advent calendar. So you can come on each morning, 10 o'clock UK time. Unfortunately, that's 3 o'clock in the US. So you're more than welcome just when you wake up to click on the link, and there'll be a nice Advent calendar surprise for you on video. And it'll either be some messages, it'll be meditation, sound bath. We've got a whole range of different things happening, but we're keeping it a surprise. So it's a nice surprise each time you open the video or your Advent calendar. Okay. Tomorrow we have Sheila at 3:30. We've got healing at 6 o'clock, and then we've got Stace at 7, and at 9 o'clock we've got Emma Newton-Bates. So a lot going on tomorrow as usual. Okay. Hi, Nico.
Hi, everybody.
Really good session again tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much then, everyone. And we'll see you this time next week. So, and hopefully by then, Facebook and StreamYard will sort themselves out to be able for us to see on there. Thanks a lot for coming, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.